Hi everyone, this is the Bible's tablet. Over here, we tell you stories, not just ordinary stories, but stories that are going to edify you, help you grow, and also broaden your horizons spiritually and scripturally. So today, we're going to be talking about the story of Jephthah. I know some of you must have heard about Jephthah before, but I'm going to give you an insight on who he was from scriptures. So, who was Jephthah? Jephthah was a man born into rejection. His father was Gilead, a respected man in Israel, but his mother was a prostitute. Because of this, Jephthah was considered illegitimate by his family. His half brothers, sons of Gilead's wife, despised him. When they grew up, they drove him away, saying, "You will not share in our family's inheritance. You are the son of another woman." So Jephthah fled. He settled in a land called Tob, far from home, where he gathered around him a band of outcast men with nothing to lose. They followed him, and Jephthah became their leader, a skilled warrior, strong and fearless. Years passed, and trouble came to Israel. The Ammonites declared war against Gilead, Jephthah's homeland. The same elders who once rejected him came looking for him now. Jephthah reminded them, "Didn't you hate me? Didn't you drive me away? And now you need me." But they insisted, and Jephthah agreed. He would fight for his people, but he would also lead them if God gave him victory. As he prepared for the battle, Jephthah did something unusual. He made a vow to God. "If you give me victory over the Ammonites," he said, "then whatever comes out of my house to greet me when I return, I will offer it as a burnt offering to you." With God's help, Jephthah won a great victory. He defeated the Ammonites and saved Israel. But when he returned home, joy turned to heartbreak. The first person to come out of his house was not a servant or animal, it was his daughter. Oh my god. His own child, dancing with tambourines to celebrate his return. She was all he had, and now she was the one to be sacrificed. Jephthah tore his clothes and cried out, "My daughter, you have brought me very low, for I made a vow to the Lord and I cannot break it." She looked at him with strength and sorrow. "Father," she said, "if you made a vow to the Lord, then do to me as you have promised. But let me go to the mountains for 2 months to mourn that I will never marry." Mm. Jephthah agreed. She went with her friends to weep and reflect. Then she returned, and he did as he had vowed. Jephthah went on to judge Israel for 6 years. He was a man of strength, but also a man who teaches us to be careful with our words. So from the story of Jephthah, we can see how he made a promise to God. This tells us that we should be mindful of our vows. Yes, he wanted to honor God. Yes, he wanted to appreciate God for what he did, but he wasn't really detailed on his sacrifice. Yes, he said whatever comes out from his house first, that was what he was going to give. He forgot that there were humans in the house, and unfortunately it was his daughter. And one thing with God, whatever you vow to give God, whatever vow you make must be met, because God is not man and God is not somebody you should just gamble with. So we should be careful with the vows and the promises we make, in as much as we love God and we want to reverence and respect Him. So just that story has been an interesting one. I want you guys to let us know what you think about the story of Jephthah, and Also, don't forget to follow the Bible Tablets on YouTube, subscribe, like, and also share. See you on our next episode. Bye.